Yes, I know my hair looks like Rot Lee from Naruto. Hi, my video about KSI versus Joe Fournier got copyright strikes like manually, so it means that someone in KSI team went to my small channel and took it down, but whatever. So now I have two copyright strikes. If I get three, my whole channel goes down. So I'll again take it slow on the reactings. Yeah, it's my fault for choosing this type of content, but again, this is what makes sense to me because I don't have much time to make YouTube videos anymore. But I still do want to make YouTube videos in my life. But yeah, okay, moving on. Um, Sorry for not uploading last week. One is the documentary I'll be working with UBD that should come out in the end of the year. And the other project is the music video Wacko that I'm working with Wacko Genius, and I'm excited for that to come out. It should be like next week. But yeah, enough of the updates. If you guys didn't know, I was on Iskandar Karim's podcast, Izzy. If you guys haven't watched it, go to his channel. Enjoy it there. I'll leave the link down below as well. But yeah, we recorded this like March, I think, or something. I remember I was like not nervous at all, and then the Rano Adidas video came out, and then it had 3,000 views, and I got nervous because I feel like I've been in my small group. I know, like technically, I have more subscribers than Easy, but no, but not all of them watches my videos now. I get like what 200 videos at most now. Yeah, I was just so happy being in my closed space, um, entertaining like you guys, who are not a lot of people anymore, which I have no problem at all doing. Suddenly, I was just put in the limelight. I feel like Jim Carrey when he went on Jimmy Kimmel or something. Like I've been out of the limelight for so long, and suddenly I'm like in front of thousands of people. But yeah, it was a quite nervous experience afterwards. During the podcast, it was great because again, I'm friends with Izzy and I'm friends with a lot of the crew that he had. So yeah, let's react to some parts of it. Of course, I'm not gonna react to the whole thing. Honestly, that was the first thing that I realized. Like the production was crazy. He is doing it proper. He has like three crew members. Yeah, he has three crew members, and all of them are amazing. Yeah, very good job. Very good team of people as well.
Happy with the set. I'm so happy with the crew you have.
This is another thing I need to point out. My face is like dead red here. Of course, my face is not naturally that red. From what a lot of people think that I was like very nervous. I'm not that nervous, but I do know that I have like kind of like red cheeks, like rosy cheeks. It's not rosy cheeks. It's not rashes. Yeah. I just have red cheeks. Um, Especially when I'm like excited. But yeah, my face isn't that red. You could see it like in different shots, but yeah, look at that. This is my normal face. This is how my face looks like now. But yeah, moving on. Syafi Halim gets cozy and opens up about his privilege growing up. Yep, quite privileged. Uh, his cotton candy hustle. Yeah, I made cotton candies. In dedication to buy his first camera to start making films. I don't know if a lot of people know about that, but yeah, I guess if you want to hear more about that, it's here. He found internet fame and became YouTube Brunei's sensation, posting comedic skits and commentaries which attracted controversy. It doesn't stop there. Somehow he also ended up being the subject of Twitter drama with another filmmaker. He shares his experience being in the film industry and how depression made him disappear from the face of Earth. Okay, quite intense there. I experienced the highs and lows in his journey, his insights and apologies in this unfiltered glimpse into life of Syafi Halim. Get cozy and press play. Yeah, I'm gonna skip through some topics. I feel like the first thing I want to talk about is this because I said something wrong here.
Third.
So again, like honestly, my aim with this podcast before I got on was one, to be fully honest, and two, to not get any info wrong. Like if I were to say any facts, of course my opinions can be wrong sometimes, but basically, yeah, I just didn't want to get anything wrong, and just 10 minutes in, I already got something wrong. So here it is.
The eldest in your family? No, third.
The third.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you
I
have.
have an older sister, an older brother, Waku Genius, who's a rapper as well. And then I have three little brothers who
So
I
you're
love.
actually essentially like the middle child.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
middle
Oh,
child.
to
yeah.
get that treatment from your parents, like that's really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tapi actually it's like I'm middle child, tapi I'm kind of to my three little brothers. I'm like the eldest because I'm the closest to my three little brothers. Yeah, and then Waki and Vika with my two
They just
siblings.
do their own thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay.
yeah.
So yeah, that's where I got it wrong. Yeah, I already apologized to my brother. But basically, of course, I still do feel like I'm the closest to Atfi, Rifki, and Wifki, my three little brothers. But at the same time, it's not like my sister and my brother does their own thing. That's not right. Again, Easy said it. I was like not thinking it through with saying yeah. But for me personally, in my family, it's kind of like the three little brothers are like one unit, and me, Waki, and Wika are like the second unit. So it's like we're three of us are like the eldest type of thing. I feel like we get treated like that. I don't feel that differently treated from Waki and Wika. That's from my understanding. That's what I'm saying. That's all I meant. That's all I wanted to say. It's basically like we don't have a hierarchy in our family. It's more of the three little kids and three of us. That's basically it. That's the disclaimer. So yeah, Waki and Wika doesn't just do their own thing. My bet on that.
So we go back before we touch on that because I want to
Can,
do
can,
this in
can.
chronological.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Good.
Shut up.
Can I say now why I think you'll do a good podcast publicly now?
Let's get it over and done with.
Yeah. So I think you are a very non-judgmental person, and I think you are. I don't know if you know. You're very highly intelligent. I don't know if you know. I feel like you're too humble
Okay.
to know.
To stop it there, highly intelligent. I don't know. I'm not an IQ test. I'm not a walking IQ test. But I do think Easy is quite intelligent in terms of he has the ability to understand what a person is trying to say, and also have the ability of thinking of how it may be perceived outside. So he usually asks someone to give context and whatnot. And yeah, that's great. That's a great quality for a host, because again, for me personally, again, you could legit see here, look at that, that's my podcast right there, Chilling with Syafi. Actually, I'll open a tab. Basically, right, this is the podcast that I had, and yeah, the viewership was very decent back then, right? Look at that. I've never enjoyed talking to people like as much as I am intrigued with listening to conversations, and I love talking, but I hated meeting new people. Of course, there's podcasts like me meeting Abel and Gary, who were my school friends, and there's podcasts of Wazif and Mimi, again, are people I'm close to, and me and Jehan started being closer as we went on with my YouTube career. But again, meeting Ibrahim Kamit for the first time, meeting Lambat Lord for the first time, it was so unnerving, and I have bad social anxiety. I got really nervous meeting them, and I feel like the result of it, I feel like talking to them the first time, like I don't have the ability to make someone comfortable like that. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like Izzy does, and yeah, that's why I feel like Izzy, in my opinion, is a better podcaster than me, for example. I'm skipping a lot of the other
So after that-
controversial topics that I talked about, but again, you can just go the YouTube to Izzy's video if you want to see that. This is just like extra context.
You just
Yeah.
basically disappeared from the face of the earth. What happened?
Yeah, I got depressed. That's what happened.
You want to share?
Yeah, the sad
The-
thing is,
Look at how red
How
my
did you know
face
you were
is.
depressed and why?
because I was in bed waiting for myself to get better, and I was just
Get
looking
better
up.
from.
I don't know, from just to feel better, and I was just looking up, and I was just like, which is funny because I feel like for my friend group, I'm that guy that gets people up, and now I'm the guy that's depressed.
Yeah.
Because in my friend
You know,
group,
since then, I've been getting a few texts from people saying like, "Oh, you can approach me, Syafi. Like, I'm always here for you and whatnot." Those texts are nice. I appreciate it, of course, right? But I think it's just tough for me to reach out for some reason, I don't know what. It's not that I don't trust them that they can make me feel better, but and it's not even like I feel ashamed for reaching out. Like feeling ashamed that my career is not doing as well or whatnot. Um, but I do feel like the solution is always deep down inside. But again, in the end of the day, when I met up with Wasif, which I talked about here, I'll skip to that.
Was in bed. I couldn't do anything. I
What did you mean by you couldn't do anything?
It's hard for me to get up. Hard for me to
Okay.
find motivation.
Yeah. At this point, you're in uni. You're doing uni stuff.
No, I was on a break December, so I was on the break.
Also, you literally
I had
no
nothing.
production life,
Because it
no
was
student
supposed-
life.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Tapi I was living alone sudah at that point.
Is this okay to tell you're living alone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm living alone.
And also, I gained a lot of weight. You can't. I don't know if you can tell, but I've lost some weight since. I don't look that fat anymore because I'm gonna have a run like a few weeks, 2 weeks time. Guardian Fun Run. Probably vlog that experience too. But yeah, you could see how fat I am here. Like, yeah, tough man, tough. I think I reached almost 90 kg. Like I think 89.5, which is crazy for me because I'm naturally at 75 kg. So yeah.
Sekalinya, yeah. For some reason it was because I loved cooking and I just stopped cooking and just started buying nasi kato over and over again.
Yeah, that was the tough part.
Because
Anxiety attack alone or
in my car, yeah, alone.
why? What happened that day?
Because I realized that impian might not happen and I don't know, and I felt like I was falling off not just relevant wise, but falling off in terms of like life. We celebrated New Year's and I was just in my car and I just cried because I feel like every year was a milestone where I felt like I achieved a lot of things, and then 2022 was the first year that I didn't achieve anything. Okay, you could argue that Kitani won best drama for AATI Content Festival and there was a lot of money, $2,000. That was nice. Thank you, AATI. But moving on. But in terms of projects, I didn't do much. Yeah, I think it's important for me. It's hard for me to what is it called? To try to form a sentence in my head of how I feel because I don't want to sound like I'm bitching out about it because again, like I feel like I still live an amazing life.
Yeah. But when you're in that moment,
Yeah.
you forget everything.
I think that's the
Yeah.
tough part. Like, I think because I live in an amazing house now with my siblings, who are amazing as well. With my siblings in Waki and Wika, and yeah, I live an amazing life. I get to cook, I get to exercise outside, which I barely do, but I get to play games anytime I want. I get to do work whenever I want. Everything is so good, but at the same time, when I was feeling down, everything felt so bad. It's so weird. Especially because I was not in a schedule where I gotta go to work 9 to 5. Like it was all up to me. So I also could have. So I also had the ability to choose to not do any work at all the whole time. So yeah, that was tough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Yeah,
It's so
so-
hard. Again, I was on my final year. I was supposed to start my research paper. I haven't started anything. And then, what got me out was I started meeting with my old friends.
Yeah.
Just like
So at the
having,
same
like-
time, like I said, that I started meeting with my old friends. Like, yeah, I meet with my girlfriend almost on a daily basis. But I feel like to get yourself out of the depression stage, at least for me, this worked out for me, is you got to get yourself out into an unfamiliar situation that that will make you feel better. Like even like walking at a park or something that you think that will do good for you, and something that you haven't done. Go to the beach or something. That might just like get you out of the misery and try to think of having new thoughts in your brain, and instead of spiraling downwards.
Of course, I met up with Wazif, who is working now. And I met him, and he knew I was depressed, and he said, a lot of things already, but this is the only thing I'm gonna tell you. He said, don't forget that you're human. Katanya. And for some reason, that hit me so much because he said, Like, and I'm not saying that you're not special, because out of all people, Wasif believes that I'm special in terms
Yeah.
of writing and whatever, and bringing people together. Also, he says you're still special, but you're still human. You know, it's
Yeah.
okay for you to not do anything for a day and stuff. And
Yeah.
that's why I realized, like, the reason why I was so sad, because every single day I wasn't doing work. I was like, pemalas ya, what the hell? Kenapa ni
Yeah.
pemalas ni?
And I think that was the biggest part, like to realize that I'm only human and I can only do so much. It stopped me from like having these unrealistic expectations for myself and made me appreciate more of the little achievements I've done throughout my life and also throughout my daily life, you know, that I'm still alive today, you know, I am not broke, you know, oh, I am not in debt to something, you know, to student loans, you know. I'm graduating soon. I have a project going on. That, like, you start to appreciate more things, because instead of being depressed about my big impian dream that I hope still happens, but you know it's currently in delay stage because the stadium's not done. But I was able to be happy for the little things, you know, and realize, you know, I should be happy for these things, and that really helped out. And again, I think I talked about it here. Making YouTube videos helped me out again.
I see you're starting to get back into YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I? Whenever people talk to YouTube about me,
Wait, hold on. Talk to you about YouTube, not talk to YouTube about
talk
you.
talk to me about
Let's
YouTube.
just correct that.
Yeah. It's so funny because other than my little brothers who I talk to about YouTube, if my friends bring it up, I just change the topic, because
Why?
I see YouTube as my safe space now. Like,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
give so little care about,
Yeah.
like, I just love and then again, YouTube as well got me out of my depressive phase, because
Yeah.
it's creating. And
Yeah.
then not even creating,
Yeah.
it's also releasing it. Tahu.
Yeah.
Films is so depressing because you work so long.
Yeah.
For Impian, we even had a PT, bruh.
Oh, personal trainer. Yes.
Yeah, personal trainer. We even did football training. I didn't know this. We did football training and stuff, and it was amounted to, okay, quote unquote, nothing, but it may happen still in the future. That was so depressing, you know, working so hard and no result. But for YouTube, I work so little, and
Yeah.
I just released it. I get a comment or two. I'm so happy, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy with where I am now
Yeah.
with YouTube. I just watch stuff and I edit it for like what, 4 hours, and now I can move on to my other things. And I feel like it just gives me something to do, you know.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
love that I came back in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
good for
honestly,
you.
this might sound kind of like, oh yeah, he's just saying that. I love that I'm not getting views. I love it. Okay, I don't want to get 0 views,
Yeah.
but the amount of views I get, I imagine it in the classroom. Like, okay, for example, my last video I got 250,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
That's still a lot.
honestly, which is funny. Dulu, I remember my video didn't get 2,000 views. I deleted it because I
Oh,
was too embarrassed
shit.
because it didn't get 2,000.
Yeah.
Because basically at my peak,
So basically, before I talk about the second part, I love making YouTube videos now because again, it really does feel like I'm talking to a small classroom, and I love that. You know, I'd rather have that personal connection with a small group of people rather than speak to what 10,000 people and 50% of them don't even understand what I'm talking about, and then 20% of them understand what I'm talking about but takes it negatively. 30% of people misrepresent what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather have a few people who just watches me and doesn't need to create a deep opinion about what I said, you know. And I love that more than getting on Reddit every week. Back then, that was dead. But yeah, I'm happy where I am now. And please, if you're a new viewer, don't subscribe.
the first hour always reached 6,000 views.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah. Dude, I'm such a stats guy. Like, I pay attention to stats, brothers, and then you get.
Okay, if you didn't hear that, I said the first hour gets 6,000 views. That is wrong. I'm sorry, Izzy. But this is the fact. When I was in the McDonald's video, when I was going up, in the first 6 hours, it's 1,000 views. Okay, which is still decent, I know. But then at my peak, when let's go through my YouTube channel. Yeah, I feel like my peak was here, isn't it? My aim usually was always make a viral video, things that a lot of people would find popular. And then the second one is make a video that is more personal to my viewers. So basically, I know sometimes the viewers don't really translate that well, but so start from here, I would say. Okay, paranormal. This is an advice to everybody, I guess, if you guys want to do YouTube, but it's okay, whatever. So paranormal activity Brunei, okay, 10K, right? And then the next one is thank you for 2,000 views, which is like very 2,000 subscribers, which is a very personal video. And the next one is how to get girls, which was a topic at that time, right? About soy boys and whatnot. Yeah, 3.8, not that good. But again, the next one is a personal video. How to start doing YouTube in Brunei. It ended up getting more views than expected, 7.5. And then watching Yasmin. Is it good? I thought it was gonna get views, but it got 4.6, which is alright still. And then a personal video, dog abuse in our country, which is something more serious. Moving on, Lambat Lords, flexing parents' money, 14,000. And then a personal video, being honest. I don't know if people caught this, but yeah, this is my method. Moving on, try not to laugh, number one Brunei edition. 39,000, easy. It's like that, basically, right? TikTok cringe, look at that, 23K. So, at my peak, again, it's like, it's not just one video, it's like accumulatively. I did get, I think, probably close to the first hour of me uploading a new video. I did get, I would say, 2K, first hour. But yeah, this part onwards, it's legit. I was getting easy 2K first hour, and yeah, my average was 10K. Look at that, the views were crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I know. Sorry for messing up, but again, it's still good. Still 2K first hour. This is so embarrassing. I remember listening it on, because I remember saying it to Izzy, and I was like, why is he so surprised? Because I was thinking, okay, I guess on YouTube now, technically no one is getting views in Brunei. Because, sorry, Fasting Bro, but I'm gonna use you as a control in this experiment. Well, Fasting Bro has 13.1, bro. He has more than me now. But yeah, you see, in terms of his viewership, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't reach 2K for the first 2 hours. But again, he's still getting amazing views. Yeah, these are podcasts. Getting this much views in a podcast is amazing. 3.4 and whatnot. Good job to him, yeah. And he gets like amazing different types of people as well on the podcast. And that is great for him. And yeah, basically, that's all I wanted to say. That's all the things I needed to correct myself in the podcast, and I hope I gave extra insight. Okay, let's end it with this.
We talked about parenting. It's our responsibility for us who has great parents to give leeway to forgive the people who has bad parenting, because it's not their fault. I'll say it. Everyone that I have beef with, it's not their fault that they're like that.
Yeah.
It's not okay. It's their fault, but not fully their fault. And it's up to us to be kind to them,
Yes.
because we had the privilege to have great parents. Like,
Yep.
remove the money part, remove the my dad is this, my dad is that. But in the end, they are great parents, and I'm so glad they were,
Yeah.
Let's end it at there. Oh my god, I accidentally clicked something. But yeah, let's end it at there. Again, I genuinely believe that I grew up with great parents, and it's our task as humans, not just people with great parents. No one gets a free pass to be an asshole, but it's our task to just spread kindness and hopefully teach people who didn't grow up with kindness to be more kind. And I genuinely feel like that's the case, and that's what we should do. And I'm glad of how I presented myself on the podcast, because honestly, even talking to my brother, talking to my girlfriend about how I did in this podcast, they said they're so glad that that's me. I'm not faking it. I'm not pretending to be nice. I'm not pretending to be more zen. That's me where I am at now. I might be different in a month's time, in a year's time, I don't know. But I hope I stay this way, because I'm happy with myself. And that's the important part, And it seems like people are also happy of the person I've become. And I see some people also being happy with how I've become. I've got text messages that they're happy with my emotional journey, having me being so honest, because again, I am very I feel like I don't have a lot to hide anymore because a lot of things are already online, and things that were never online, like drama that wasn't online, I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to bring it up and bring it to light. There's no point. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm so happy with this podcast. I'm so happy with Izzy. I'm so happy with the other podcasters in Brunei. I'm the one who started it. I know. I'm joking, but yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy where the podcasting world in Brunei is now, and having open conversations on a weekly basis really does help. Um, getting people to talk more, one, and getting people to connect with each other more, and that's the best thing. In the end of the day, bringing different industries together, bringing different peoples together, making these conversations public for the public to learn about these new individuals or whatnot, and also for Izzy for giving me an opportunity to shed some light on things that I haven't had a public possibility. Because again, if I made a video in my channel right now saying I apologize to everyone, it's not gonna get views because it's just that I don't get views anymore. And I'm just so glad people like Izzy, who was kind enough to provide me his platform to talk, basically, and to share my insight of the world right now. And I hope I get on his podcast again, because again, in his podcast we also talked about Andrew Tate, we talked about AI and whatnot, but he cut it out because, as he said, it ended up being way too long and it's so like second topic. But again, I hope I get on his podcast again and talk about things that are more general other than just talk about me, because I'm so tired about talking about me, because I'm already talking about me here in this channel. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much. Arigato for watching. Hope you enjoy the podcast. If you haven't watched the podcast, go ahead and enjoy it as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye bye. Arigato gozaimasu. Spectrum going on until June 9th, almost done. Better go there if you haven't. Thank you very much, and
check it, yo.